because we have series of events. We have been saying this and we'll continue to hype it until the 7th. Yes, the very first event. Someone came this morning and was a little bit confused. Do you mean to tell me you're going to be doing the children's program on the 7th, on the 14th and 21st? I say, Auntie, I did not say that. So what we've been saying on air is on the 7th of December, it will be the Fans Football Fiesta. So if you're a fan of Echo FM, would love to see you on that day. Come over and play with us. Uche Clever said he'll be in the midfield. Barry Cosmos is going to be the defender. Do you know the GM of the King Group of Companies Limited? Mr. James Kalu, he'll be our goalkeeper. There will be trouble that day. Even DJ Mas is going to play with us. So if you know you're a fan, do not miss out on that particular program. Trust me, it's going to be fun all the way. No tickets, free of charge.
True.
Come to the old stadium on the 7th of December at exactly 12 noon and join the fun, okay? And after that, on the 14th is when we'll be having the Santa Kiddies Fiesta. Echo FM Kiddies Santa Fiesta. Don't miss the two up, okay? Don't mix it up. And for the tickets, we have regular 5,000 naira. However, like we've been announcing since morning, somebody, a good Samaritan, a chief who wants to remain anonymous, has paid the sum of 2,000 naira per child for 100 children. So you're left with 3,000 naira to pay. If you want to, go for those tickets between now and Sunday, yes, you'll be paying 3,000 naira per child. That is for regular. However, if you want your children to, come for the party and the excursion as well, it is going to be 10,000 naira. Is it clear? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. And then, yes, beauty pageants, ambassadorial pageants. We'll be having some people catwalking here. We've been saying all these things, both the boys and the girls. Whoever gets to win the Miss Echo FM and the Master Echo FM for the year 2025/2026 will be our ambassadors for that year. Do you know what it is to be an ambassador for a radio station? Well, I have not even heard of that in Owerri before. This is the very first radio station that will be recognizing children, and that's because they are the future of tomorrow. So please make yourselves available. The tickets are up for sale. If you buy the tickets for the married and single show, the singles will be paying 3,000 naira and the married couple will pay 7,000 naira. So if you're interested and you want to purchase these tickets and you're far away, you might be in Rivers, you might be in Akwakuma, you might be in, I beg, name it, those other places are running away. Ogbako. Oh, she knows Ogbako. You might be at Irete. Wherever you are, you can make payments for the tickets into this account number 1898340588. I'll take it again. 1898340588. Access bank account, and the company name or the bank name or account name rather is the King Holistic Communications Network Limited. And then after you must have made payments, send all receipts to our WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 0707 491 3438 0707 491 3438. And then send text messages as well. If you are not social media savvy, you're not on WhatsApp, you're not on Facebook, send text messages bearing your name and how much you paid to enable us trace and confirm your payment. And then we will send you back your ticket number 0707 491 3438 0707 491 3438. So try as much as you can to purchase these tickets and send all relevant information. Okay, if you stay close to our office, we are located at number 4 at Joku Street off Wedro Road, Owerri. For people coming from Tetlo, it is close to the old stadium. Very strategic. Our mast alone will speak for us. We have one of the tallest, masts in the area. So please do not fail to do all of these things, and then you will become a part of the celebration on the 7th, on the 14th, and on the 21st of December. Best Beauty, are you looking forward to those, engagements?
I am actually. I'm going to be a cheerleader.
Cheerleader for the married and singles,
for the football,
for the football match.
Yes, I'm going to be
think there's something coming to my head, and I'm going to think about it. Maybe before then we'll make our decision. Are we going to play the female Echo FM, staff? Should we play?
I am going to just spectate. I don't think I have it in me.
You have long legs.
I know, but I don't think I have it in me to exert so much energy.
We all have it in us. You see that day we play that ball. Okay, so thank you so much, and that's all for the information. Do not forget the promo is on for those who would want to advertise with us. Pay for 10 slots, 20 slots, 30 slots, and you get additional slots free of charge. Plenty. Terms and conditions apply, Sha. All right, so let's go straight up to what we'll be talking about today. And for those of you who just joined us, this is Health Revolution, your daily tonic for healthy living. And today we'll be talking about something that is affecting not just Nigerians, but everybody around the globe. Yes, we'll be talking about antimicrobial resistance. Are you aware this week is the Antimicrobial Resistance Awareness Week? Are you aware? From the 18th to 24th of November, it's been observed world over as the Antimicrobial Awareness Week. Now, I know that people are still confused. What are they trying to talk about? They have come again. It is something that by the time we break it down, you'll be shocked. You'll now start to point back to when you take certain medications and it will not work on your body. And you'll be wondering, what's going on? Did I buy a fake medication? No. It's also possible that your body must have built resistance against those drugs. However, the World Antimicrobial Awareness Week is a global campaign that is celebrated every year to improve awareness and understanding of antimicrobial resistance and encourage best practices among the public. Okay, so it is very important we talk about this so that people will know what it is. And the theme for this year is Act Now, Protect Our Present, Secure Our Future. So it underscores the urgent need to take bold, united action to address antimicrobial resistance. Now, it is already harming us, whether we like it or not. Not just our health, our food system, the environment, the economy. It is a very big challenge, and that's why healthcare providers and stakeholders have started putting everything in place to make sure that maybe by the year 2030, 2050, we don't start to record issues of antimicrobial resistance. So antimicrobial resistant or drug resistant infections are increasing by the day. That is why we need to create more awareness so that people will know. Now, NAFDAC just 2 days ago released a statement. I'm talking about the Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control. Her name is Professor Mojisola Adeyeye. She released a statement 2 days ago in line with this antimicrobial resistance. And she says it has to be a collective effort of all Nigerians to combat antimicrobial resistance. According to her, the health of human beings, the health of animals, and the environment is interwoven. Humans cannot do without animals. To some extent, depending on the type of animals, they also need humans in their lives. And also the environment. For it to thrive properly, we have to do the right things as humans. So these are all interwoven. What affects one affects the others, okay? So she is calling on everybody to put hands together so that we can address the threats that are being posed by antimicrobial resistance. She says that the choices we make today, both in human and animal health, will end up determining the health security of our nation for generations to come. She said a lot. I don't want to go deep to mention some of those things that she said, but we'll go straight up to tell you exactly what antimicrobial resistance actually is. Best Beauty,
okay, so
over to you.
Thank you very much. So antibiotic abuse leads to antimicrobial resistance. Did you hear me? Antibiotic abuse leads to antimicrobial resistance, AMR. a global health threat where bacteria, viruses, and other microbes stop responding to medicines, making infection harder to treat. This happens because overuse and misuse of antibiotics put pressure on microbes to develop resistance, allowing them to survive and spread, and creating superbugs that are resistant to properly prescribed treatment. Now, one thing that causes this thing is when you buy antibiotics over the counter, you'll be like, oh, I'm having a headache, antibiotic. My body is paining me, antibiotic. I have korokoro coming out from my face, antibiotics. Seriously, like, there was one period I was having rashes. Somebody told me, like, there's this particular drug. And I was like, I'm this kind of person that I'm very, very, I would not say I have a apathy for medicine. I just say that I hate taking medicine when I am not sure what it's going to do on my body. I hate doing that. I don't like people telling me, like, try this one. I don't like doing that. My face, my body, my food, I'm very, very particular about that. So responsible antibiotic use is critical to preserve their effectiveness for future generations and to ensure life-saving procedures like surgery and chemotherapy remain possible. Now, you see, some people go to the hospitals, they have a serious issue. They cannot give them some kind of medicine that would normally work because they have taken so much. It's not like, oh, hard drugs are the only ones that affect your body. Even the normal medicine that's supposed to cure your body, you take it too much, it's still drug abuse.
Okay, oh, Best Beauty. I hope you heard what she said. Let me just break it down a little bit in a layman's language so that they will understand properly. What Breast Beauty is trying to say is that antimicrobial resistance is when medications stop working to treat certain microbes. Microbes are those things that cause ailments, that cause illnesses. We call them germs.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you have catarrh. I know of someone that will tell me, I want to cleanse my system. What I do every month, I do this every month. He told me, I don't want to mention, there's this colorful capsule. If I mention it, you will know the name. And he goes over the counter, buys this capsule every month, and he drinks it.
Nice.
And he tells you, if I don't take this thing every month, it gets as my body go do me. It cleanses my system. It helps me to wash off all the yama in my stomach. I'm like, oh, okay. Was that prescribed to you by a doctor or a nurse? He said, no. It's a practice he started when he was a teenager. That is one out of many. I have seen some people, the moment something cuts their hand, maybe they have a deep cut, instead of going to the hospital to get treatment or just going to the right, appropriate quarters to get treated, they rush, get this colorful capsule, open it up and begin to pour on the wound. I have seen this, yes.
Directly on the injury.
They pour it directly on the injury. They'll tell you, oh, right from time, this is how my mom would always treat me. Go kill me. I'm an African man. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. And then this continues over time. Someone has catarrh. He rushes to the over-the-counter, gets antibiotics. Best Beauty, for instance, just treated malaria and typhoid. And it's possible that in that prescription, she was given antibiotics. You know our style in Nigeria. After taking it for 4 days, Best Beauty will decide to keep it aside. I'm okay now. Nothing is wrong with me. I'm better. Can't you see I'm not running temperature? Can't you see my nose is no longer running? I am fit. I am fine. I am healthy. And then Best Beauty's younger sibling, for instance, falls sick. And then we remember that, oh, there's this antibiotics that Best Beauty didn't finish. Instead of me to go get antibiotics, he or she will go continue from where Best Beauty stops, forgetting that every antibiotics has its targets. I don't know how best to describe it. The healthcare professionals can call him to help me. It has its target. It has a reason. There's a reason why the doctor has said this particular one is what you should take. It has gotten to the extent where adults now give their children antibiotics that are meant for adults. I don't know if you understand the mix-up. And people no longer care. Antibiotics na antibiotics. They don't care. So they will tell you it works. It works. Anytime I take it, it works.
They fail to forget that a child's prescription is different.
Okay.
See, one thing I love about asking questions is, if you ask questions, you know that what the medicine they give a child from a certain age is different from what they give a child from a certain age, and a teenager a certain age. Even as an adult, what I take is not the same thing that Mrs. Mary Mary the Slim Diva take, it will never be the same thing, because our
Okay.
body system, they'll check your weight, they'll check your body mass, they'll check a lot of things. So
And that people don't know
they
that.
don't know.
They don't
You think
know.
you can just pick up anything and you take it and you be
Okay. Okay. So have you noticed that recently, Vera is in the studio. She's just observing. Have you noticed that recently when you're sick, you go get a particular drug that you've always taken, maybe over the years, you've been taking that particular medication and it worked for you. All of a sudden you take it, it's no longer working. Did you notice? Did you ask yourself why? Your body has now started becoming resistant to that drug. I'm not shouting, no, it's my voice. I'm just trying. I'm speaking passionately about this because it is now a global problem. And if we don't start to tackle it now, everybody will be affected. Even, let me leave drugs now. How does it affect animals? Ordinary insecticide. You see cockroach. You see even the cockroach we have now, they have bulletproof on. You will spray insecticide and spray and spray and spray. That cockroach will dance. After dancing, it will get up again. Have you noticed?
Yes.
Mosquitoes.
It doesn't work.
Insecticides no longer kill mosquitoes. Did you ask yourself why?
Okay.
So these things are becoming resistant to what used to kill them ordinarily. Everybody don't they get automopo. Nothing kills them anymore. Okay. So what this simply means is that when germs encounter a certain medication, a lot of times they know what to expect, and then they start to develop ways to avoid its effect. For instance, you already know that if you bring what do I use now as an example? Onion. Let me use that as an example. Very typical example. You already know that if you bring onion very close to the eye, you're cutting it, you're slicing it. When it diffuses into the air and enters into your eye, you start to shed tears. I don't know if you get me. What is that measure that you take? You put it away from your face. That is what these things do. These germs, they already know that, oh, okay, her body is now hot. She's running temperature. I already know the next thing she will do is to go and get artemether and lumefantrine or get antibiotics. I know what to do. And then he brings a shield and covers its body. I'm referring to the germ now. You treat and treat and treat. It's not working. You buy medicine. No way. So we'll now go as far as going for injection. Even injections, they've started abusing injections. I don't even want to go deep, but I know you understand what we are trying to say. So as a result of this, they develop mutations, changes that protect them from medications that used to be very effective at destroying or preventing them from replicating. These are all big grammar, but I know you understand what we are trying to say best.
Why antibiotics should not be abused. Ineffective treatment. When bacteria develops resistance, antibiotics become less effective, leading to more severe infections, complications, and even death. You'll be taking medicine will be killing you. The second one, superbugs. Misusing antibiotics allows resistant bacteria to thrive and multiply, making them harder to treat with existing drugs. Global health threat. AMR is a global problem that impacts human and animals' health, threatens food security, and increases healthcare costs. Because the more you keep on taking these things that you're not supposed to take, the more you'll be buying much more expensive things. The more, in fact, you never feel okay. Threats to modern medicine. The rise of AMR jeopardizes modern medicine, making common infections difficult to treat and life-saving procedures like organ transplants and cancer chemotherapy more dangerous.
Okay, so what are these antimicrobials? Let's give you examples. It's not just antibiotics, because now you peg it at antibiotics alone. No, we have antifungals, we have antiparasitic medications, we have antivirals. For instance, someone has malaria. You already know that it's not caused by, is it caused? Yes.
Plasmodiasis.
Thank you. I don't know the best way to say it. What's that grammar?
It's when the plasmodium, the process is plasmodiasis, but plasmodium leaves the mosquito and enters your body. That's the infection.
Okay, there's something else I'm trying to say. I'm trying to paint a picture. For people who have viral infections, for instance, this is the best example. You already know there is a viral infection. Rather than go straight to the right healthcare provider to prescribe the right antiviral medications for you, you go and take antibacterial medication. I see infection. Or antibiotics. Antibiotics cannot fight viral
Antiviral.
medications or cannot fight viral illnesses. Do you understand what I'm trying?
Yes.
Everything for us in Nigeria is
will work.
antibiotics,
It will
so
work.
it is too much. Go to the streets. A lot of young ladies, I notice I have this kind of discharge. Antibiotics. Vera will say, Madam Mario, I know of one antibiotic. If you take this thing now, it will flush out that thing and you will not see discharge again. Say, please tell me, give me the name. Bam, you write it down.
You go and buy it.
You go and buy it. And you start to take in. Let's open up the phone lines. We have a lot of examples, but somehow we are all culprits. The essence of this program is to create awareness, to let you know that thing you think is the right way is actually not the right way. And then someone told me one time, how will I not go to over the counter and buy antibiotics? Why will I not go over the counter and buy malaria medicine? After all, when I'm sick, I go to the hospital. All they do is check my BP, check my temperature. They won't even tell me to run tests. The next thing, he's writing, what they call it, antibiotics and malaria medicine. Is it not the same thing? I say, it's not the same thing, no. I know that the economy is hard. But trust me when I say that some people prefer to spend I don't know, they waste their money on irrelevant things.
Sort of fake drugs. The over-the-counter, some of the over-the-counter you are buying for
Are fake.
Fake drugs.
Majority are fake. But these doctors know the source. The nurses know the source. And then they send you to the direct source. They get these medications. Let's not go there. We'll open up the phone lines, and we are live on Facebook at Echo FM, ECHO FM. Go there right now and drop your messages. Yes, we'll be here to read them out.
You can call us through 0911 20,022, 0911 20,022, or 0707 454 1014, 0707 454 1014. You can send us a message on WhatsApp on 0707 491 3438.
Okay, the phone lines are beeping already. Let's see who we have here.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. What's your name?
Mike,
Okay, good morning, Mike.
I don't make this your program.
Thank you.
So interested. And all these things you are saying is true. Because Nigerians abuse drugs. And they don't give him doses. They don't know what. Hey, I've not taken this thing since today. Let me take day and tomorrow. That you are poisoning your stomach.
Okay.
So pick it up.
Thank you.
And God bless both of you.
God bless you too, Mike Onyechefula. I wait every day to hear your prayers and your blessings. It keeps us going. I'd like to appreciate you so much for listening. Messages on Facebook. Joy Phillips says, good morning, my good, beautiful ladies of Echo FM. You people are looking sweet. Sweet, Kwe. We are beautiful. We are not sweet, oh. Please keep up the good work and may God Almighty continue to bless you. Thank you so much, Joy Phillips.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name?
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
From Kachakabo.
That's very fast.
Where are you running to? Your name is?
Uzomo Kengwa from Kachakabo.
Okay, Uzoma, calm down. Go ahead, please.
How are you doing today now?
Very well, oh. I'm where you left me now. We are just here.
Since I miss you since so many days, I miss you well. I miss you now.
Oh, I missed you too, Uzoma. Please, all right, go ahead, okay?
Now, you know, say this drug now, and the thing don't play too well. Before you go drink medicine, you need to look at where you go drink. Anything and a medicine, charcoal, everything and medicine, they drink.
Very true. Some people don't even look at what they are taking anymore.
Nah, it's what I will say. It's what I will say. Hey, my brother, they pay me. They don't know what they take.
Okay.
God help us to Jesus' name.
Amen. But God will help us if we help ourselves. It's common sense. Common sense is not common. That is what they say.
True.
Most people claim to be educated, but they make series and series of mistakes. See, it's one thing when you grew up in the village, you stayed all your life in a rural area. Maybe you grew up with your grandparents, and growing up back then, they were used to herbal leaves, what they call it now, medications, prepared by themselves. I'm not talking about concoction. That is different. These days, you will see somebody will tell you, herbal is the best. I'm not arguing with you. You will take herbal in the morning, take normal orthodox medicine in the evening. and you continue to mix. Do you mix herbal and orthodox? I don't even know what is going on in this country. We no longer care. You are on orthodox drugs, moving along the streets of Douglas, and you see the street vendors. It dey cure HIV, it dey cure diabetes, it dey cure high blood pressure. Come and take. It dey cure infection, chlamydia. They start to. I don't want to. I don't want to. Say it the way they say, it, but it's really, really funny. You forget that you are on orthodox drugs, and you go, madam, just come 1 cup, only 1 cup. It will flush away everything, and you go and you take the 1 cup, and then the drugs you've been taking, it will spoil everything. I don't even know the culture. Well, let's go ahead with more calls.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
All right, we missed that one. Keep the calls coming in.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning to you, Duty, and Mary.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
Very
Fine,
well.
thank
What's
you.
your name?
Yeah, this is one and only Friday from Nazareth. Unless I know they too.
One and only. Only you in the whole of this emo.
Yes. you
Go
know.
ahead, please.
Okay, I just want to correct some what you said.
Okay.
You see, in Igbo land here, we only know one man as Buruburu one of Igbo land. May his soul rest in peace. So, and I understand that Barry Cosmos called himself the Buruburu one on radio. So not on Igbo land or of Igbo land.
Okay, no problem. That's noted.
thank you very much.
Thank
I'm
you,
listening.
Friday.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Okay, thank you. He called in to correct an impression, and it's noted. Okay, thank you. Hello.
Good morning, beautiful ladies of Echo FM.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name.
Hello?
I said my name is calling from Ojo.
Oh, your network seems to be a bit shaky. Could you please move around and say that again?
Hear me now.
Go ahead. Just go ahead. What's your name?
My name is
Oh no, what is going on? So sorry, lady. You might want to change your position wherever you are and call us back. We'll be here to take your call, okay? More messages on Facebook. Anu Forum Yunan Chibokum says, Betalicious morning to you. My golden voice is in the studio just to encourage you to keep up the good work. Ya gaziere gi ka Chineke mezioku from your regular listener, Anu Forum Yunam Chiboku Ogamopo. Thank you so much for your message. Lex Chukwuemeka Chidera, good morning, Echo FM family. You people are looking amazing. Thank you so much, Lex. We appreciate you.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, my children. God bless all of you in the house.
Good morning, Daddy.
morning.
My name is Edaipa Yoku JP, Radio General for Omodo Bogo Hadeba.
Go ahead, Elder Ifeanyi, you're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. First of all, let me start from the herbal medicine you mentioned now. It is unfortunate that some people will come out and they tell you that they have one particular medicine that can cure about 200 sicknesses. I've had it. They carry it in the market square. They go along the road. It is not that herbal medicine doesn't work. It works. But the way they try to deceive people is what I don't understand in it. One medicine, only one herbal, curing about 200 sicknesses. It's not true. It cannot be true. Then let's go to the abuse of antibiotics. Let me tell you, the challenge we have is poverty and no access to Medicare, government medical care. Because you will advise somebody anytime you have problem, just go and do tests before taking any drug. Yes, that is a very good advice. But the person you are telling this thing does not even have money to eat that morning. Talkless of going to buy codeine or APC. So if the government can be able to establish a very strong Medicare in every community or every village in the name of health centers, equip them very well with nurses and at least a visiting doctor, maybe once in a week. I'm telling you that it's going to be better. They can go there and test their BP, test their sugar, and test other little things that they have to test before looking into malaria or whatever that is causing the problem. Do you know that one symptom now can be for different sicknesses.
Very true.
But because somebody had that symptom last time and took malaria medicine and the thing went. Another time they have such symptoms, say an associate medicine I drink last time, I'm going to drink it again. It's dangerous. Yeah, so all these things we are saying, poverty is contributing to it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I get you.
Yeah, you say go to FMC or go to specialist hospital, it's free. So the transport you use to go to that place, before going from one place to the other, before going to put some money in your wallet in the hospital there so that you have something in your wallet that will qualify you to see the doctor. All this is money. Okay. So the problem, the root cause of it is poverty.
Okay.
Let government try and bring health care very close to our villages. It will help a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, senior citizen Elder Ifai. Thank you so much for your message. It's just calling on the government to try to subsidize treatments, in Nigeria. I know we have the National Health Insurance Scheme. It is something that is running. If you are unsure, you can go to any of the hospitals that, have been registered, under that scheme. They'll tell you how to get registered.
Imo State.
Yes, Imo State also has its insurance scheme, the Imo State Health Insurance Scheme. So you have at the national level, you have at the state level. No excuses. I know as it runs in urban areas, it's also running in rural areas as well. I know of people who have registered. For instance, ordinarily, if you're not under any of those schemes and your bill amounts to like 100,000 naira, because you are registered on that scheme, it will reduce drastically. No more excuses. Yes, we are all struggling. I know. But my point is, let the right thing be done. That's just what I'm saying. It's not easy for anybody. However, top priority should be your health. If you break down, that is it. Every other thing that you are struggling for will be on hold. Okay, so let's not mix up what we're talking about. It's antimicrobial resistance and why people should stop abusing antibiotics, antifungals, antiviral medications, antiparasitic medications, and so on and so forth. That's what we are talking about.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
And are you hearing me now? Call back.
Yes, we can hear you clearly. What's your name?
Oh, network does not want you to talk. You can send us a text message. We have messages on WhatsApp. Good morning, Echo FM. You guys are doing well. Keep up the good work. From Daniel David from Owerri. This is my first time here. Daniel, where have you been? We've been here for almost a year and you're just joining us, but you're welcome. It's better late than never. This one says, hi, hello, good morning, Clara. It is Best Beauty and Mary, okay? Your program is very educative and commendable. Keep up the good work. And he's sending his love emojis to Clara. So Clara will get your love emojis. Thank you. Good morning, my beautiful ladies of Echo FM. My name is Ndukego Odinakachi Leonard, texting from Old Road, Nekede. You people are looking sweet this morning. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Keep your messages coming in on Facebook and WhatsApp. We'll be here to read it out as fast as we can. All right, the phone lines are beeping non-stop. Let's go back before we continue with the conversation.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good
Okay, it seems more like you're sleeping. We don't want you have to be active. You have to be up and, active if you want to speak with us this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Ndejike. I'm calling you from Obibi.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Ndejike.
Please, let me come down to a language everybody will understand. I beg, make on no vessel. This thing when I talk now, it reminds me of something. What of these people, when they come, even inside this will feed you, they announce one particular medicine, they cure 20 sickness. Why not they help us do advert, tell them, say, this thing where then they do, no dey good. So that
Okay.
we go start from the radio house. Una go dey help us.
Okay.
We ma go dey understand because I know vividly say this una radio station. I know of people I just don't want to call names.
Okay.
Where they come there, say one sickness go cure eye, cure weight, cure belly, cure head.
Okay.
When I go even the listing, they promote them. Make una start from una studio.
Okay.
Help us, make we understand. Say these things need they work on our faith.
Okay.
Something happened to me last week to my little girl. On Sunday, this girl couldn't stood up again after we came back from church. I went to a local chemist. I spent no less than 8,000. But when I decided, say, is it not me or another person? I went to scan. I'm telling you before 1 hour, my little girl is okay. So if you people should help us so that we can be able to know our left from our right.
Did you say you
Right,
got
beginning
drugs from a local chemist? What did you
I
say?
said from a
Hello?
in a haze.
What did
But
you say?
finally, I went to scan. It doesn't even cost me any much money again.
Okay.
The girl gets better. So
Okay.
it's better we know where we are coming from and where we are heading to.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Nda AGK. Thank you so much for your concerns. Your concerns are valid. However, the radio stations, not just Echo FM, we thrive. The way we thrive is by advertorials. It's not just coming here to educate you. We need to also help ourselves. Now, most of those products that you hear us advertise, we are not promoting those products. They are advertorials. And if you listen, we always play disclaimers. We let you know that you should use your discretion when you want to purchase. Majority of those herbal vendors are also registered. Some are registered with NAFDAC. Don't get it twisted. I am talking about the quacks you have on the streets. There are quacks everywhere on the roads. Everybody wants to sell herbal medicine. However, that's not the topic for today, okay? We are talking about people who abuse antibiotics. So let's go ahead with the rest of our conversations. How does antimicrobial resistance work? Now, it can prevent a drug from working by preventing that particular drug from entering the cell or organism it is supposed to fight against. It can push out the drug when it gets into that organism. It can change or destroy the medication. It can change part of the microbe itself so that it can't be targeted by any medication at all. And then lastly, the one that I know that will, interest you, that I know you would understand clearly, how antimicrobial resistance works is that it develops a new way to survive or replicate. And that's why it avoids interacting with that medication. So if it knows over time, you keep taking the antibiotics over time, after a while, it will know that, okay, it's still the same antibiotics they will give to me. I'll have to do everything I can to resist it, and it will not work. So that is how antimicrobial resistance actually works out. Now, there are ways to prevent antimicrobial resistance. There are so many ways. How can you do this? Remember, I said it's not just what you take in. Also, what you do in the environment, it also matters. People who abuse insecticides and so on and so forth. The only way we can all work together to prevent antimicrobial resistance is to try as much as we can to use only prescribed antibiotics for bacterial infection. You heard me. You don't have viral infection and you go take bacterial medications. It will not work. It might relieve you of those symptoms at that time, and then it will resurface and you say, now, wow, this thing keeps coming back and coming back. It doesn't want to go. No. For medical personnel, try to sterilize medical equipment. Very important. One of the places where people go and they borrow, I call it borrow germs, or they catch germs, is the hospital. Are you aware? It's the hospital. Even the hospitals are becoming, they are also faced with antimicrobial resistance because over time, people with different ailments come there and they keep using the same disinfectants. It will get to a stage that, I don't want to mention brand names, those disinfectants you are using to clean the hospitals will stop working. So it is right that medical personnel should also try to put the necessary precautions in place so that the environment will not be infected. And then quarantine, yes, is another option. People who have resistant infections should be isolated so that they do not end up spreading it to other people. Take your medications as prescribed. Take the entire course of prescribed antibiotics, even if you feel better. Some will tell you 5 to 7 days. Some will tell you take your antibiotics above 7 days. Whatever the healthcare provider has said, please do. It's not after 4 days. I feel much more better. I beg. You just keep it at one corner. And remember that there is a specific duration for you to take antibiotics, in particular antibiotics. After that specific duration, it will go bad. Are you aware? Yes. After that specific duration, it will no longer be good. It will no longer be effective. But you still see people keep these things. They will tighten the cover and tell you, air not go enter am, nothing go do am. Oh my God, I have a lot to say, but Best Beauty, go ahead.
To
please.
add to what Mary the Steam Diva said, one is do not pressure your doctors. We see a lot of people going to the hospital say, I know what's wrong with me, just write it. I know what's wrong with me. I know how my body is feeling. Are you in my body? Don't do that. Avoid asking for antibiotics for illnesses that are not caused by bacteria, such as colds and flus. The doctors know best. Let them do their work. Don't think you know more than the doctor. He did not go to school for you to tell him what to do. It's him, you that will tell you what to do.
Okay.
You get it, you get it. Don't get it, that's your business. The other one, prevent infections. Practice good hygiene. Wash your hands frequently and ensure food is prepared hygienically. It is not only through medications that we can get this resistance. It's also from our environment, like Mary Distinguished rightly said, from our environment. The kind of chemicals you put in your grasses too. All those kind of things. It will do not share antibiotics. This is something we've been stressing about since. Never share your prescriptions with another person. Your blood. I found out something recently that different blood types mean different food effectivity. I never knew this thing.
Oh, okay.
So me, I'm B positive, and you are O positive, and you give you drug based on your blood type. And me, I'm taking that medicine because I think that it will work. Nothing that our blood type is not even the same
not
thing.
the same.
So
Oh.
all those things affect your body. It's even much more critical than we even think. We think it's like there's something somebody always says. You service your car. You buy your car, you service your car, but you find it so hard to service your body. You think it's so expensive. So we should be very, very particular about our bodies.
Very true. Okay. And I would emphasize more on colds, flu, catarrh. Most people feel that once catarrh comes, they have bacteria infection. That is, I think, is a viral respiratory infection. Some doctors will even tell you don't need antibiotics. Sometimes it resolves over time unless there is an underlying condition. So if you have serious catarrh, please, no matter how small it is, see a healthcare provider. You heard what I said. I did not emphasize hospital. Qualified healthcare provider. Seek their services and then they'll tell you what to do. I know someone, the moment he has ordinary catarrh, and he takes normal vitamin C, that is it.
That's nice.
Catarrh disappears. Yes. But this same issue, people will still go and be buying antibiotics for catarrh. I don't want to go deep, but I know that there are some infections that require antibiotics. Don't get me wrong, Like I would always emphasize, we are not healthcare providers. We are doing this based on research, okay? So if you want to know more, ask your doctor. All right. So how do you treat infections that have been caused by antimicrobial resistance? I want you to know that antimicrobial resistance strains of germs are very dangerous because it can be very difficult to treat. However, what healthcare providers do, when I talked about this topic sometime last year, I know that my guest on that show told me that what they do, for instance, because your body, I don't want to use anybody now, because your body has become resistant to a particular drug, they now say, okay, let us go for injection. If your body has become resistant to that injection, they now look for a higher injection to give to you. I don't know if you get me. Now, that is you wasting money. These are the complications, consequences that can come up from your body, or those things in your body now being resistant to the drugs, you will spend times 3 of what ordinarily a person shouldn't spend on treating common infections and problems. That is what it can do. So it can be very difficult to treat, and then they will now go as far as combining medications for you.
Mix.
They'll start to mix different types of antibiotics, taken all together, just to make sure that that particular strain is eliminated. I don't want to go deep. However, who's at higher risk for antimicrobial resistance? They've said that if you have been on antibiotics for a long time and you use it frequently, you are at a higher risk. If you have a weakened immune system from an underlying health condition, you are at a higher risk. This one says if you have a central venous line or breathing tube or feeding tube attached to your body, you are at a higher risk. If you are hospitalized for a long time, or you find yourself, in a healthcare facility for a long time, you are at a higher risk, because like I said, the hospital is one place people get a lot of germs. You start to touch the walls, you start to touch anyhow, it's flying in the air, it comes to you. So if you're in the hospital, you went to the hospital to treat one ailment, most times you come out with another ailment. It's quite unfortunate, but these are the things that we see. Okay. So I don't know if you have anything to add before we run away.
Yes, contributing to the higher risks, we also have pregnant women. Changes in the immune system and physiology also makes you at a higher risk for these diseases. Young children, we know about that. Recent antibiotic use, poor infection control, that's from healthcare workers, like she has said. Those with chronic conditions like diabetes, kidney disease, liver disease, etc., etc. Older adults with weakened immune system. The only people I don't see here is young adults.
Because your system is a little bit active. Okay, we're about going. Let me quickly read out messages on Facebook. Anu Forum Yunan says, please help me with the venue for the football match and date. Venue is Old Stadium off Tetlow Road, and the date is 7th December. Thank you, Yunan. Maureen Ogadi, good morning, beautiful ladies. You are blessed as well. Gabo Udaisy says, the best and Mary, I commend your medically educational program. English. Drug abuse is quite an illegal attitude. Okay, and it should be abhorred. The increased rate of mortality is clear evidence of indiscriminate medications. Please keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Udaisy. Vobono Nolazi. This name, Sha. Good morning, Mary and Best Beauty. You people are trying. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for your messages. Let's see. Okay, your program is so educative. I have learned a lot this morning. You did not tell us your name, but I can see from your status it is Chomi. Thank you so much, Chomi, for your message. Good morning, Ma. How was your night? Hope you slept well. I didn't know how I was sleeping. I was asleep. My name is Ekene. Okay. Thank you, Ekene. This can be redirected. Maybe you can call back later after the program. And that's all the messages we'll be taking. We are out of time. So, parting words before we go, Best Beauty.
Don't take mix. Don't see the last time I took mix. I know what I saw. I am saying from a place of hot.
Your eyes saw the back of your head. I saw the
back of my head. I was having intense stomach pain, and I went to. Normally they give me a card, so I just went and they just mixed something for me, and I can tell you, I kid you, that was the worst pain I had experienced in my life. So be very careful.
If Best Beauty could experience that, who are we? Okay, so healthcare providers and scientists are actually finding a lasting solution to antimicrobial resistance. However, it starts with all of us. Let us do our part and do the right thing. Be cautious, especially if you're caring for someone who has weakened immune system or staying in the hospital for a long time. Wash your hands regularly, at least to prevent those germs from entering into your body. Thank you. Tomorrow will come again. My name is Mary Omeni Wode. You can call me the Slim Diva. You're most adorable.
And my name is Best Beauty.
Okay, at noon we'll bring you the news. Thank you, DJ Mars. And Vera is somewhere looking at us.
Pearl.
Okay, back to the music. Don't go anywhere.
Echo FM. It's the sound of the city. Echo 100.7. kingmail.com. You can follow us on our social media handles at Echo FM. Echo FM 100.7 Owerri.
Good afternoon. This is the Global News right here on Echo FM 100.7, the station with fair and balanced reporting. My name is Mary Omeniwode, bringing you the latest news and breaking stories around the world. Here are the headlines. Nigeria intensifies bid to secure UN Security Council permanent seats with veto power for Africa. ASU and NEC to retrieve federal government's final terms on Wednesday. CBN to slam 5-year ban on bank customers over dot check. On the foreign scene, 9 killed in escalating Ukraine-Russia strikes as negotiators push to finalize deal. Majority of Germans reject military support for Israel, call for stronger diplomatic pressure. And Nigeria, Egypt book World Para Championships tickets. Details shortly. We start off with national stories that says Nigeria has intensified the bid to secure permanent seats with veto-wielding authority in the United Nations Security Council for Africa, insisting that a comprehensive reform of the global governance system is long overdue. This is just as President Bola Tinubu tasked the European Union with co-creating peace and security initiatives alongside its African partners, anchored on African-led frameworks as a pathway to achieving sustainable stability across the continent. The president, who was represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, declared that it was time for Africa to occupy permanent seats on the UN Security Council with all attendant privileges, including the veto. He disclosed that over 250,000 Boko Haram affiliated individuals had surrendered in early 2025 following the Nigerian government's kinetic and non-kinetic measures. While acknowledging that the EU has remained one of the AU's most reliable partners since the creation of the African Peace and Security Architecture in 2002, the president recalled that Nigeria's experience has shown that regional instability, if left unchecked, fuels terrorism, insurgency, banditry, and transnational organized crime. Furthermore, the president commended the EU's commitment to restoring peace in the state while recognizing Europe's understandable concern over irregular migration. Meanwhile, the trial of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan on allegations of cybercrime was stalled at the Federal High Court Abuja following the absence of the presiding judge, Justice Mohammed Umar. The matter, earlier fixed for hearing, has now been rescheduled for February 4th, 2025 for the commencement of trial. The case had also failed to proceed on October 21 after activists led by Mr. Omoyele Sowore staged a protest at the court premises demanding the release of Nnamdi Kanu, recently convicted of terrorism offenses. Justice Umar had initially fixed October 21 for hearing after proceedings were stalled on September 22 owing to preliminary objection raised by the defense. Akpoti-Uduaghan was arraigned on June 30 on 6 counts filed by the Director of Public Prosecutions of the Federation, Mohammed Abubakar. The charges arose from petitions by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and a former Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello. As Still on national stories, the National Executive Council of the Academic Staff Union of Universities will meet on Wednesday to decide the union's next line of action following the conclusion of renegotiations undertaken by the Yahya Lay Ahmed-led committee set up by the federal government. In a last-minute effort to avert a fresh ASU strike, the government's renegotiation team reconvened talks with the union. ASU's one-month ultimatum to the federal government elapsed, heightening anxiety across public universities. The union has repeatedly threatened a full-scale strike, accusing the government of an indifferent attitude towards its long-standing demands. Despite these grievances, the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, who is currently out of the country, insists that the government has met the union's demands. Speaking to State House correspondents, Alausa reaffirmed President Bola Tinubu's directive that no strike should occur in public universities, stressing that negotiations were ongoing. And back to the Southeast Caucus in the House of Representatives has appealed to President Bola Tinubu to grant clemency to the convicted leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was last week sentenced to life imprisonment after being convicted of terrorism. Meeting at the National Assembly complex, 42 members of the Southeast Caucus resolved to appeal directly to the president to exercise mercy, warning that Kanu's continued incarceration is worsening the fragile security climate in the region. Reading a communique issued at the end of the meeting, Ebonyi lawmaker Idu Igariwe said the caucus would continue to respect the judiciary, but insisted that the moment called for a political solution. The lawmakers argued that the detention of the IPOB leader had continued to fuel agitations across the region. They therefore added that the region had endured severe social and economic disruption. The caucus urged residents of the region to remain calm and law-abiding, assuring that its engagement with the federal government will continue. They also noted that the caucus remains committed to working with the federal government to advance national unity, inclusive governance, and lasting stability across the regions. Meanwhile, in Lagos, the Lagos State Commissioner of Police Oluhundare Jimo has noted that the command has intensified deployments to schools, worship centers, and other public places to prevent security breaches. He assured residents that the state remains safe, adding that the new development will be carried out throughout the Ember month into the new year. Jimo added that efforts were ongoing to increase the public tactical squad across the local councils in the state. The development comes amid cases of security breaches in some parts of the country, leading to a series of abductions recorded recently in Kwara, Kebbi, and Niger states. He, however, urged residents to adopt stricter security measures and avoid leaving their car keys carelessly with strangers or newly engaged workers. The CP assured the residents that the command will sustain its crime-fighting drive into the new year to keep Lagos State safe. It's exactly 9 minutes past noon. If you just joined us, this is the Global News right here on Echo FM 100.7. Here's a recap of the headlines once again. Nigeria intensifies bid to secure UN Security Council permanent seats with veto power for Africa. ASU, NEC to review federal government's final terms on Wednesday. CBN to slam 5-year ban on bank customers over dot check. 9 killed in escalating Ukraine-Russian strikes as negotiators push to finalize deal. Majority of Germans reject military support for Israel, call for stronger diplomatic pressure. And on sports news, Nigeria and Egypt book World Para Championships tickets. We'll bring you more details after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
This is a public service announcement. In an effort to enhance road safety and minimize the risks of crash-related fatalities, Federal Road Safety Corps Imo Sector Command is urging citizens to promptly report any road crashes to the Corps Emergency Hotline. In the event of a road crash, citizens are advised to call the Corps Emergency Toll-Free Hotline at 122 to report the incident, or any of the Imo Sector Hotline 0913 960 0904. Provide as much information as possible, including the location of the crash and the number of people involved. Stay on the line to receive guidance from the Corps Response Team. The Sector Commander urges all citizens to take an active role in promoting road safety by promptly reporting any road crashes. Together, we can work towards reducing the rate of road crash fatalities and creating safer roads for everyone. This message is brought to you by Echo FM 100.7 in partnership with the Federal Road Safety Corps Imo Sector Command as part of our corporate social responsibility. Thank you for listening.
You're still there. Thank you so much for staying tuned. This is the Global News at Noon right here on Echo FM 100.7. Over now to the rest of the news. In business news, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, is working on a policy that would impose a 5-year ban on serial dot check issuers. Under the proposed penalty clause, a customer is given a serial dot check issuer when he or she issues a check 3 times and they are not honored due to insufficient funds. The CBN announced this in an exposure draft of its planned guidelines on the treatment of dot checks, which empowers banks and other financial institutions to blacklist individuals who issue such checks. According to the proposed guidelines, offenders will be denied access to the check clearing system, barred from obtaining credit from any bank, and restricted from opening current accounts throughout the 5-year sanction periods. Banks are also required to impose applicable return check charges as stipulated in the National Guide to Charges. The CBN has mandated all commercial merchants, non-interest, mortgage, and microfinance banks to enforce the sanctions, retrieve unused check leaves, and file offenders' records on the credit risk management system and at least 2 private credit bureaus. The guidelines also stipulated tougher sanctions for an uncooperative offender, stating that any customer who issues another dot check after completing a previous 5-year ban will face an additional 5-year sanction each time the offense is repeated. Over now to the foreign scene, where Russia rained missiles and drones overnight on Kyiv, killing 6 people in Russia's Rostov region. The heightened attacks came after U.S. President Donald Trump initially gave Kyiv another November 27, the American holiday of Thanksgiving, to respond to his proposal to end the fighting, a timeline and blueprint that European leaders have balked at. Tamayo Kachenko, who is the head of Kyiv's military administration, revealed that 4 people died and at least 3 were injured in the Sayakachin Sky district. Emergency services earlier noted that 2 people died in the strike on an apartment building in the eastern quarter. Meanwhile, Zelensky has described his country as being in a critical moment, saying that Ukraine risks losing either its dignity or Washington as its ally. Russian President Vladimir Putin, who welcomed the original U.S. plan to end the fighting, has threatened to seize more Ukrainian territory if Kyiv walks away from the negotiations. And still on the foreign scene, the majority of Germans have rejected military support for Israel and called for stronger diplomatic pressure, according to a poll. The representative survey commissioned by COBA found that 82% of Germans rejected their country's military support to Israel for its brutal war in Gaza. Nearly 3/4, which is 73%, stated that the German government should exert stronger diplomatic pressure on Israel. The survey also revealed a fundamental shift in how Germans view their historical obligations, with 60% rejecting the notion that Germany bears special responsibility for Israel due to its history and the Holocaust. The Fossa Polling Institute conducted the representative survey between September 15 and 26, interviewing more than 1,500 Germans. It was the latest in a series of polls in recent months, revealing a widening gap between the government's position and German public opinion on the Middle East conflict. And finally, in the world of sports, Nigeria and Egypt have reaffirmed their continental dominance, winning multiple gold medals at the 2025 International Table Tennis Federation's Africa Para Championships in Egypt, thereby securing their 2026 World Championships in Bangkok, Thailand. The championships, which brought together top competitors from across the continent, also served as a qualifier to the 2026 World Championships in Bangkok, Thailand. Nigeria finished slightly ahead with 6 gold medals, while Egypt secured 5. Ivory Coast also impressed with Bayalan Jean-Pierre's spirited silver medal in the singles, adding depth to the event. Paralympics bronze medalist Ogunkunle Iso led the charge in the men's single classes, while Adesope Abiola Wali, Farinloye Victor and Lawal Keinde added to Nigeria's gold tally with victories in their respective singles categories. Speaking after the conclusion of the championships tournament, director who is Fashmi described the event as a resounding success. He noted that the level of competition continues to improve, with more athletes participating each year. And that's all for the global news this afternoon, as was put together by Benjamin Joseph. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms on Facebook at Echo FM, X at Echo FM_Owerri, Instagram at Echo FM 100.7, and YouTube at Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting www.echofm.net. That is www.echofm.net. My name is Mary Omeni Wode. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon to you.
Echo FM. It's the sound of the city. Echo 100.7.